Merry Christmas, boys and girls! This is without a doubt my favorite time of year. The lights, the decorations, the gifts, and especially the companionship. Being with friends, family, there's nothing more wonderful than a house filled with people you love and care about. Speaking of friends, Lazar is waiting in line to see Santa right now, but he'll be here shortly. While we're waiting for him, I'd like to tell you one of my favorite Christmas stories. It's about a little baby born more than 2,000 years ago. I'm sure you all know of whom I'm speaking. The Christ child, born in a manger, under a star. This is the story of the first Christmas. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And all went to be taxed, every one into his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth into Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, to be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with child. And so it was, that while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of God shone around them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Saviour, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God, and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. 2,000 years have passed, and each year on December 25th we remember the infant Jesus and his birth. Well, it looks like Lazar is going to be a while. Not to worry, I've got something to share with you especially for this holiday season. It's a film which centers around some children as they pay their yearly visit to Santa.
Yes, children, but Santa won't be here until you and Ann are sleeping.
Good night, Ann. Good night, good night, Mommy and Daddy. Mommy, say good night to Daddy for me.
All right, I'll tell him good night for both of you.
Mommy, can I have a drink of water?
You've had a drink already. Now, children, it's time to go to sleep.
Oh, Dick, I wonder if Santa ever
Yes, Anne. Far up at the North Pole, Santa is reading your letter now.
Why not? Boys and girls all over the world wonder how Santa lives. I think I'll send for them in my magic helicopter. Oh, Toby, come here.
What do you want, Santa?
Toby, take my magic helicopter and bring the two children here to visit me. Mind you, you must hurry, for my time is short before I make the long Christmas Eve trip.
Your own words are my command, Santa. Wake up! Wake up! Santa sent me here to take you to the North Pole. Hurry up and get dressed, and we will fly to Santa.
It's just a short hop in the magic helicopter. There it is. Santa's castle at the North Pole. Hold tight, kids. We're coming in for a snowy landing. Before you know it, Dick and Ann are hurried to the castle entrance and see the busy elves hurrying to and fro.
Santa, may I present Ann and Dick?
Welcome to Santaland. I'm very glad you came to see me. Here, wait a minute. Sit on my lap and let me tell you about Santa what you might not know.
The children are amazed. Here they are, sitting on Santa's lap and listening intently as Santa explains that every year, just before Thanksgiving, he starts the merry Yuletide by visiting towns and cities all over the world. Always ready to please little children, he makes his jolly trip in many different ways. He arrives on riverboats and finds many new friends all along the way. Wherever he goes, he always has loads of fun. Oh yes, in many towns, the marching bands turn out and step lively to the Merry Christmas tunes. The little elves parade too. Now isn't that nice? They even have a big mailbox to help Santa collect his letters from the boys and girls. See that chimney? I'll let you in on a little secret. Santa almost didn't fit in it, and Mrs. Santa Claus has informed him that he must stop eating so much. With all the big new shopping centers opening everywhere, Santa has to use his new rocket to get around, but he still uses his reindeer on Christmas Eve. They can get him just anywhere, and he's so proud of them too. Since Dick and Ann are visiting him, no trip to Santaland would be complete without a tour of the village toy shop. The good little elves have a miniature town, and in every window have little toy people jumping around. Here they make the tinsel and the Christmas tree ornaments. In this little store, they make the ribbon, turn out the wreaths, and make your home so bright and cheery. It fills the air with Christmas spirit. Here are the little girls. Dolls are dressed with fine and fancy stitch. And oh yes, baby brother is quite a helper too. Every doll must have a head and also have a body. These busy elves on spinning lays turn out the long, thin bodies, while others paint their saucy faces and put them all together. Hard-working elves and Santa too like pies and cakes and cookies. This little store delights in making all those yum-yum goodies. A tour of Santa's Happy Land would not be quite complete without a visit to his big toy warehouse, not far from the street. There's gifts and toys for everyone. It's really a big treat. There's bears and dogs and cats galore. There's lions, tigers too. They won't bite and they don't fight, 'cause they're just made for you. Those busy elves are everywhere, and Santa needs them too. You wind them up, you turn them on, those funny little toys. The monkey drums and drums and drums, and he never does get tired. Our old Mother Bear, she scrubs and rubs. While Junior telephones, he'd rather talk the whole day through than do a lick of work. For little girls, a doll is fun to wash, to dress, and spank. And Santa has a big supply of every kind and type. How Anne enjoy these pretty dolls, and Dick shows no delight. A kitchen full of household toys will keep the youngster busy. She'll cook and scrub the whole day long, then serve a TV dinner.
Okay, Wizard, this is ready to be packed.
All children like to make some noise, and Santa says it's music. A toy piano or a drum will give them hours of fun. The older children like to build, and here's a boat to prove it.
Time's up, children. How about riding the rocket ship to my toy town train?
For Dick and Ann, their visit's almost over, but Santa saved his pride and joy till last. We'll take his rocket to the Super Toy Town trains. All aboard! Whoosh! And here we are. Now, wasn't that fun? It's just a few steps from the rocket to a breathtaking view of Santa's wonderful trains. I wonder if Anne will be as excited as Dick. There's trains of all kinds, coming and going, starting and stopping, logging trains, freight trains, streamliners, old-time choo-choos. I'll bet Daddy would enjoy this too. Look at that village. There must be a whole town of toy houses. Look out, children. Don't let that train run over you. And look, a toy circus with sideshows and a big 3-ring circus tent. Did you ever see such a wonderful show? Look at that circus parade. Santa, do these trains ever wreck? They do? Gosh, that's fun. Oh, no wrecks today. This is loads of fun. We could watch them for hours. Look, a toy coal mine. Do we really have to leave, Santa? It's time to go back home. We have certainly enjoyed it, but we know that you have to start on your long journey.
I'm so glad you came. Taken in, always remember the entire Christmas celebration is to commemorate the birth of Jesus Christ hundreds of years ago in the wonderful spirit of Christmas, His goodwill. Hurry home with Toby. Bye.
Bye.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, boys and girls. It's me, Lazar. Jingles just remembered that he'd forgotten to ask Santa for a specific gift he wanted for Christmas, so he is standing in line again. While we wait for him, I'd like to read one of my favorite psalms. It's a song, sung by a young boy named David, as he praised the Lord. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. This psalm reminds me that no matter where we are, who we are with, even if we're alone, if we need the Lord, the child whose birth we are celebrating this Christmas, then he will be with us, to comfort us, to guide us. Christmas time can be a lonely time for so many people. If it is lonely for you, remember, even if you don't get to be with the people you would like to see this holiday season, there is one whom you can always be with. Jingles is still at the very back of the line, so he'll be gone for a while yet. While we wait for him, I have a Christmas movie to share with you. It's about a little tree and how it goes from being one tree among many to being the centerpiece of Christmas festivities. Enjoy this look back at a Christmas season many years past.
Across the mountains, the trees stand tall and proud, except for a lowly little one. He feels himself small and of no account as he thinks to himself, the grand big trees, they tower above me. The grand big trees, they play with the winds. They reach up and speak with the heavens. They bathe their tops in the sunlight. They keep the sun from me and the falling snow. I am small and of no account. I stand lost in the shadows, while the mountain stands forth in glory, while the forester's cottage guards the glade, and shelters the forester's children. The forester's children, they will not notice me. I have no snow on my branches. No snow on my branches. The forester, he will not notice me. For I am small and of no account. These trees are small. The forester laughs. And now he is coming to laugh at me. Why have those who like the big trees, the strong trees, the straight trees, why have they now come for me? They can't want me for the mast of a ship. They can't want me for the beam of a roof. What is there left that I can be? A place of my own, by the glow of the hearth. The warmth of the fire on my branches. The tall trees will look in on me. One by one, my boughs are made beautiful. As beautiful as any in the forest. a star for my crown, and a manger at my feet. And so, as evening fell, the little tree knew at last that this was why he'd been sheltered in the greenwood and shaded from the sun. As he shimmered in the firelight, he proudly awaited the family's return. A manger at his feet. His branches made beautiful. A star for his crown. Now he knew that of all the forest, he had been chosen to bring joy to the world on the night before Christmas. Joy and love and peace on the night before Christmas.
Jingles, did you finish telling Santa what you wanted for Christmas?
Indeed I have, Lazar. I have a feeling we'll both be getting a lot of wonderful gifts under the tree Christmas morning. I can hardly wait.
Excellent, my friend. This is the best time of year, isn't it?
There's no other time so festive, so fun, so filled with joy. Celebrating the life of Jesus by giving and sharing of all we have fills me with so much happiness. This feeling of contentment in my heart reminds me of my favorite passage from the Acts of the Apostles.
Which passage is that, Jingles?
It's right after Jesus leaves the apostles and is lifted up to heaven in the clouds. It goes like this. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Jesus, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. The celebration of Christmas fills me up with so much happiness that it's kind of like what it will feel like when Jesus returns to us. It's the ultimate feeling of joy.
A joy I am proud to share in, my friend. Jesus will return one day, of that I have no doubt. Until that day arrives, each December we get a preview of the goodness that will surround the earth when he returns in the clouds. To you, Jingles, I wish you a very Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year to you, Lazar. May it be your best year ever.